Joy was her mother's favorite, but that love was just a mask hiding a dark secret. In a bustling city where wealth spoke louder than truth, there lived a woman named Madame Ebon, a powerful businesswoman known for her beauty, discipline, and mysterious success. She had three children, Tina, Kunle, and the youngest, Joy. Everyone in the family and community believed Joy was her mother's favorite. Even Joy herself believed it. She thought her mother's love was a special blessing. What no one knew was that her mother's affection came with a hidden reason. Joy carried the strongest spiritual energy among her siblings, and that energy was needed to protect her mother's deepest secret, a magical teacup. Madame Ebon had always claimed that the teacup was the only thing her late husband left behind. She told her children it was sacred, a memory of love, and warned them not to touch it. Out of respect for their father's memory, they obeyed. The teacup sat on her dressing table, shining like gold under the light. Ordinary to the eyes, but alive with strange energy. As the year passed, Joy's closeness to her mother grew stronger. She helped her run the company, while her elder brother, Kunle, was made only a manager. Madame Ebon often said she had seen a vision that Joy would lead the empire one day. Her other daughter, Tina, burned silently with jealousy, but said nothing. When Joy completed her PhD, Madame Ebon retired and made her the CEO. The siblings smiled in public but grumbled in private. The whispers of envy filled the air like smoke after rain. Despite all her success, Joy's heart was never at peace. Love always escaped her. Every relationship ended in heartbreak, leaving her emptier than before. Her beauty drew men, but none stayed. Her soul felt incomplete, as if something unseen followed her. When Madame Ebon turned 16, she began to fear death. One evening, she called Joy into her room. Her voice trembled. As she handed over the teacup, "Joy," she said softly, "this cup is my greatest treasure. No matter what happens, never give it out. Never lend it to anyone, and never leave the company. As long as you keep it, our family will never run out of wealth." Joy accepted the cup. Believing it was only a mother's blessing, she smiled, not knowing that she was taking over a cause disguised as an inheritance. Time passed. Joy became lonely. Then one day, she met a man at a business event. Their love was fast, tender, and short-lived. Before she gave birth to Before she gave birth to their child, the man died mysteriously. Grief consumed her. She moved back into her mother's house, poured her out into the company, and cared for her siblings. But envy is a slow poison. Tina, who had always envied Joy's position, decided to hurt her. She began watching Joy carefully, how she locked her drawer, how she guided the teacup. One night, when everyone was asleep, Tina sneaked into Joy's room, found the cup, wrapped it in a scarf, and whispered, "Let's see how powerful you are without this." She drove to the third Milan Bridge and threw the cup into the river. She drove to the bridge and threw the cup into the river, but instead of sinking, the cup rose like light on water, shimmering gold before vanishing into the air. The next morning, disaster struck. Madame Ebon collapsed and was rushed to the hospital. Doctor found nothing wrong, yet she couldn't move or speak properly. She had suffered a strange stroke. That same day, Joy fell ill, her skin breaking out with dark spots that burned and bled without cause. At night, Madame Ebon began screaming. Seeing her husband go standing by the window, she cried for Joy to bring the cup. That was when everyone discovered it was missing. Panic filled the house. They called pastors and prayer warriors. As they prayed, one of the pastors demanded that Madame Ebu confess. The air grew heavy. Tears rolled down her face and she finally spoke the truth. When your father and I were young, we were poor, she began weakly. We had nothing. A friend took me to a secret group, a cult that promised wealth. They gave me the cup. Your father's soul was used to make it. I was pregnant with joy then. They told me I must choose one child to carry the burden of the family wishes. I chose joy. She was stubborn and strong. Even at 3 years old, I thought she could bear it. The room fell silent. Tina and Kunle broke down in tears, realizing their mother's love for joy was a shield for her guilt. Madame Ebo continued. The cup hid your father's spirit, turning my tea into fortune. I never meant to cause joy, but it was too late. When Tina heard this, she fell to her knees and confessed that she had thrown the cup into the river. The pastor sighed deeply. The curse has been broken by destruction, he said, but it demands one last price. That night, Madame Ebon's breathing grew shallow. Holding Joyce's hand, she whispered, "Forgive me, my child." Her soul left her body like smoke rising from a dying candle. As her mother died, Joy's sickness began to fade. The dark spots vanished. The next morning, the pastor gathered the family and revealed one final truth. Your wealth was meant to come naturally, he said. When Joy turned 5, blessings were already writing for this family. But your mother's impatience bound those blessings to darkness. She paid the price, but her sacrifice has freed you all. From that day, Joy lived quietly, raising her child and rebuilding the company with a clean heart. The teacup was never seen again.